Hello, it's time. It's time that we talked about One Piece. Even tidings, everybody. Welcome to my live action One Piece tier list. So I need you all to know, like I'm starting this out, that I only know live action One Piece. Like that's it, okay? Like I don't I don't know anime One Piece. Like if any of the character depictions are like different, I don't have like a nuanced understanding, okay? Whatever Netflix showed me is what I know, all right? I can't even give like the name of half of these people. But it's fine. It's fine. We're going to do what we got to do. Um I also wanted to say that I'm not giving these categories like quirky names, okay? Um, because if I make like oddly niche categories, like it's gonna be over, right? So like I can't go through, like I can't go through here and be like, oh yeah, let me make this tier like daddy and this tier like my little baby, like because you would like know who goes there. So I'm going to judge them based on quality like overall, so that it's a more comprehensible review, and just not me putting people into like very specific categories to them. Okay, I'm trying to do like a more oh my god, I'm yawning already and it's only like 7 o'clock. I'm trying to make I'm trying to make a more like comprehensive judgment of all of these people. Because if I just put them into category of like Smash, absolutely not. Like this stream will last like 5 minutes. um so all I you so EB, I am so EB. It's Friday. I've been through a lot. Um so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you the did you finish the live action? I did. Um I did finish the live action. I thought it was really good. Um I am the eepiest girl alive. I thought it was really good. Um if you gaslit me and told me that Netflix made a show about pirates, I would believe it. Like you wouldn't even have to tell me that it's based on an anime. Like like the production quality is so good that I would just like believe that it was a standalone like piece of media. Actually, I wouldn't believe you if you told me that Netflix made a pirate show and it was that good, because nothing Netflix ever makes is that good, like on their own. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go through the list of characters they provided. I did not make this selection. This was like a pre-made tier list with like this is like the most extensive one that I found. So we're gonna use this one, even though most of these people, well, not most of them, a good chunk of them, I don't really have opinions on. How are you today? EP. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. We just had a staff meeting, which was fun. We talked about some future stuff that I won't share because I don't know what I'll get yelled at for. I did say, and our one manager thought it was really funny. I was talking about how I had to go at 7 o'clock because I needed to talk about One Piece, but I forgot that I was gonna say that I had to go talk about the live action One Piece. I forgot the words for live action. And I was like, I have to go talk about Flesh One Piece. And they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, it's not anime. It's real people. It's flesh people. Flesh One Piece. Then I was like, fuck, live action. That's what I meant. So anyway, yes, we're talking about Flesh One Piece. It did go pretty well. It was a lot of good. It was mostly some good news, some planning for some stuff coming up, giving some ideas. I have not been in call with that many talents at the same time. In a long time. Also, I didn't fucking know that Ezra played Valorant with fucking Ver Vermilion from fucking Niji Sanji. So I was like, they brought it up and I was like, you what? Holy shit. So I didn't know that. It's apparently on their channel, and I was like, oh my god, when? Like, I'm gagged, I'm gooped, I'm shocked. Like, the woman was too stunned to speak. And I was like, I guess I'll have to go check that out. God. Anyway, I will get into rating the Ezra plays Valorant. Yes. No, but also Pog. Real. So real. Okay, I'm going to jump into it. I'll just go from left to right. I'm gonna be honest. This lady down here, she was in the first episode and that was it. She is the reason for this one's tragic backstory. I can't remember her name. It was like Velveeta or something, like the cheese. I don't know. I thought her design was kind of it kind of slapped though, because she had like acrylics. And I was like, okay, baddie, I see you. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put her in the D tier because like she was mean to the baby and she wasn't really that significant. So I'm just gonna put her there. Points for the acrylics though. She was slaying. I have nothing else to say about her. Arlong, or I guess like Arlong. That's the one that Nami was like stabbing her arm about, which that was crazy. I was so emo over that. Like just whenever she was like stabbing herself and like crying and Luffy caught her wrist, I was like, oh my god, friendship is real. So yeah, that was a really good scene. I think I think Arlong, I don't know where I would put him. He's the cause for Nami's tragic backstory. His nose looks a little uncomfortable, just to exist in, you know? He's a villain for sure. I don't really have any feelings about him though. Maybe that'll change if I'm saying if, not when, if I ever watch the anime, perhaps that will change. But I don't really have any feelings about him. So I'm gonna put him in the D tier with Velveeta. And they can hang out there. God. Okay. Next we have fucking everybody's favorite white boy, Buggy the Clown. I will be honest with you, I don't understand the hype. I don't understand the hype about this man. And you know, I'm usually like, I'm all for it. Like if you like somebody who's like a little, you know, unconventional, I am a monster enjoyer. So you know, that is how that is. My thing with Buggy, I think maybe I saw too many like TikTok edits, and so I got like a little too, my hopes were a little too high for him, just because I saw him edited to that one Ariana Grande song so many times. Um and so I was like, wow, this guy must be, he must be something. And then I watched him and I was like, okay, well, he's definitely giving Suicide Squad Joker. Um I will say I give him some villain points, because the whole thing with like destroying and capturing a village and like forcing them to laugh whenever they're afraid for their lives is kind of fucked up. That's a kind of fucked up little villain thing to do. Um, I am going to detract points for his teeth being gross. I still fully believe that he smells bad and that he has cheese. Um, yeah, I just like, I don't get it. Um, I wouldn't put him in D tier though, because he's like a little more interesting than these guys. Um, so I'm gonna like put him in C for clown. C is for clown. And that is where he will stay. um, okay, so the next one, like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Um, I I am a fake One Piece fan. I don't know this man's name. I don't know this man's name. All I know is that he's Luffy's grandfather, and every time that the scene like cut back to whatever he was doing, I was like, oh my god, would you shut the hell up? I can't. I was never happy to see what he was doing. I was never interested in what he was doing. He's just like, you know, he kind of looks like he would, it kind of looks like he would like prey on me in like a Walmart or something. Like he would stare at my ass in Walmart, and like try to pick me up because like I'm a younger woman or something, and like I don't know. He feels like that, right? I just, he feels, he just, I don't like him. He has bad vibes. I don't trust him. Scottish Garp. What a stupid ass name. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's going in the D tier. Okay. So, I also can't remember this one's name with the He-Man haircut, so I'm just gonna call him He-Man. So He-Man, he was the one that was, like, mean. He was, like, mean to that little girl that made the shitty rice balls for, Zoro. So he bullies children, and he had, like, that really stupid-looking haircut, where, he that really long, you know what he looked like? He looked like the one guy from the Twilight movies, the one member of like the Italian vampire gang that had like the long white hair, not the white hair, like blonde hair, and just, yeah, he looked like that guy, and now he has like the stupid He-Man haircut. But I will, okay, so I will say one thing about He-Man. I will say one good thing about He-Man. I'm sitting up to say this because I'm saying it with my chest. I don't hate him as much as I thought I would, because in like the last couple episodes, he starts having like character development. he starts like thinking for himself and having opinions. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I think I would also put him in the C tier with Buggy. I think he deserves like a solid like C tier, right? Because he sure does bully kids, but he also he learns when he's away from his father and starts thinking for himself. So I'm gonna put him in the C tier. Okay, so I think this one was Kaya. She's the really sickly girl that's in love with Usopp. I literally don't care. She gave them the ship. She's like, she's like the stereotypical like blonde girl that is the symbolism for things that are good and pure, whatever. So like, she just, she's there. She's there. I'm gonna put her in the C tier. I have nothing more to say. Yeah, so she's just gonna hang out in the C tier. I feel like I should be drinking right now. I kind of want to be drinking right now. Should I be drinking right now? I think I'd like to be drinking right now. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What did I grab? I got another one of those little bottles. I have rum with cane sugar and lime. It says that it's a craft cocktail. So, it's a cocktail, so you drink it as is, but I have this feeling that maybe I should put it in something, but I'm not. I'm just going to drink it straight, and it'll be fine. That is really good. That is so fucking good. Oh yeah, baby, that's delicious. Okay, so moving on. This is Kobe, if I remember correctly. He's giving gender. I don't know what like if I walked into a Starbucks and saw Kobe behind the counter, I would look at their pink hair and their circular glasses and his general just like sense of androgyny and be like, oh, I know that this barista is about to fuck up this pumpkin spice latte. I know that I would be about to have like the pumpkin spice latte of all time. This motherfucker would make me the best like fucking oat milk shaken espresso like bullshit, right? I know this. This has nothing to do with the plot of One Piece. It is purely on vibes. But like I know it. I just fucking know that he would make me the best like iced coffee I've ever had. Getting into the actual plot of One Piece though, So my feelings about Kobe are like, I don't like characters that don't have a spine. The characters that are very like pushover-y and like baby coded, I really like, I don't care for them. So I wasn't really a huge fan of Kobe. I'm still not a huge fan of Kobe. I like him more than I did in earlier episodes. He's he gets better because he also starts growing a spine, like closer to the end, and you know he starts like standing up to the Scottish guy whose name I can't remember that would stare at my ass in Walmart. But before that, when he was just kind of like this blundering little like spineless baby, I was like, come on. Like I get that he is probably on like a super compelling character journey right now. However, I was not into it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna put Kobe in the D tier, but like the furthest to the left. So like he's almost at C tier, but not quite. Just for the sheer amount of time that he spent annoying me. Okay. Okay. So, the next guy, I know nothing about the next guy other than he is like the villain in the Kaya thing. He has like knives for fingers or something and can teleport and is like a butler. Anyway, D tier. Fucking finally. Okay. So, hello Rui, how are you? Are we talking about the One Piece live action? Hello. I'm doing well. I have some alcohol with me, and yes, we are talking about One Piece. But specifically the live action, I have no context for anything in the anime. So we're just going solely on live action vibes. Luffy S tier? Yeah. Luffy S tier. Okay. Luffy is like so if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that I like Tanjiro from Demon Slayer is my fucking baby. And so it's the good boys, like the good like little guys that just want to do the best that they can and help people. And he's so like, would I find him irritating? Yes. But like it would be like affectionately. I would think he's fucking annoying and I'd be like, Luffy, get the fuck away from me. But then if anything like happened to him, I would kill everybody in the East Blue and then myself. Like I you know, I feel so like I feel a maternal instinct when I look at him. Like that is my child. That is my baby. I birthed him. I brought him home from the hospital. I breastfed him. I taught him to walk. Like he's just baby. He's baby, good boy, best boy. Some Luffy highlights that made me absolutely lose my shit. The whole thing with like Nami's plot just made me insane. He's such a good boy. And the whole thing of how everyone was like, oh, she made her choice, just leave her. And he's like, no, I'm not leaving Nami. And I was like, yes, bitch. Thank you for being insightful and for understanding that there was some deeper shit going on. Oh my god. And can I just, hold on, I need a drink really quick. And the fact that whenever, like, shit happens to the people he cares about, he always goes back and is like, don't mess with my friends, or you mess with my friends. Because that's fucking what Shanks said in his fucking backstory. Shanks was always like, listen, I will let it slide if you spill a drink on me, but don't mess with my friends. And fucking Luffy has referenced that so many times. And I'm just like, oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Like, Luffy's just, he's such a good boy. He's such a great... I keep saying he's a good boy. I feel like you understand that he's a good boy. But I will keep saying he is a good boy until the day I die. Whenever he fucking took his hat off and put it on Nami whenever she was like, Luffy, help me. And he fucking put the hat on her. Oh my god. I was like, are you kidding me? That hat is everything to him. That meant so much. Okay. I'm going insane. Anyway, yes. Luffy, S tier. So the next one. I'm out of rum. So the next one. Like, I can't say what I'm thinking because they'll send a SWAT team to my location. They'll lock me up and they'll send me away. They'll imprison me somewhere. They'll send me off to be studied in a lab. I can't tell you. I can't tell you legally what I think about Mihawk. Like, I can't do it. I will be put away forever and I will never stream again. I just, like, I can't stress to you enough that like nothing could have prepared me for the full force of the cunt that this man was going to serve. Nothing prepared me. Nothing, okay? Whenever I started the episode, when I started the fucking episode, and he was on that beach killing people with that fucking sword, and he answered the call, and he just sounds so put upon and like annoyed, like his fruity, like cunty little like British accent. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know what I expected. I don't know. Like, I can't tell you what I expected because I don't know shit about One Piece. But the second that this man opened his mouth, I had to like pause the episode, and I had to like text my friends and be like, "What is going on? Like, why is he so cunty? Like, what is this? Like, what is happening right now that this man is this way?" Like, are you kidding? The fucking like roll of his eyes and like the fucking like, who's the quarry? Like, oh my god, are you kidding? Sir? Like, oh my god. What? And he just shows up. He just shows up. Mustache trimmed, boobies out, crucifix out, like just on between those luscious titties. The pirate duster. Like, are you like what? Anyway, so yeah, there's that, and like apparently he's like a vampire coded. His name is fucking Dracula, and he fucking apparently in the anime has a coffin boat. Like, apparently that's a thing. And he's like wearing crucifixes and so you love him in S tier. Would you stop trying to silence me? Do not silence me when I'm talking about Mihawk. Okay? Do not ever try that shit with me again, my good sir. Anyway, what I was saying. What was I saying? Shit. Anyway, the eyes, the fucking... I don't know. Is it like a thing? Is it like... I have a genuine question. I have a genuine question. I don't know if anybody is like able to answer this. Is it like a thing to have like a kink for when people have like contacts in, like colored contacts? Like, can you have like a kink for that? Because I've noticed something about myself, and it's that like every time that I've seen like a cosplayer or like an actor or something with like some wacky ass like contact colors, like somebody like wears like white eye contact, like fucking like someone wears like fucking like a white eye contacts, or like those crazy ass like yellow ones that he wears. Like, it's like a thing for me, and I don't know like what it is. Like, I don't like it just like scratches an itch in my head. Okay, it's just good. Like, I can't explain it. Anyway, yeah, so he's got that going for him, and then the fact that he like, I need to like, hold on, I needed to, whenever he was fighting Zoro, and he fought him with that little dagger, and Zoro was like, what the hell is that? I came here for a sword fight. And he fucking said, I don't hunt rabbits with a cannon. I need to take a fucking lap. Give me a sec. So anyway, he said that. He said that with his whole chest. His whole exposed chest with those fucking like at least like B cups. All right, he said it with his B cups, maybe his C cups. Oh my god. It did something to me, okay? Like, if a man who looked like that showed up and called me a rabbit and was like, oh, I don't hunt rabbit. Listen. I don't have anything to say right now, but like, I'm sweating a little bit. And is my air conditioner on? My air conditioner is on. I'm sweating. I'm like full body sweating right now. I don't know if it's because I'm drinking, but like I have like boob sweat right now. I'm sweating. Anyway. And then he fucking just cut Zoro open and was like, get stronger and fight me again. Are you kidding? Okay, anyway, S tier. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, this next one is the fucking guy that's the fucking He-Man's father, D tier. Okay, so anyway. Hold on, I need like a second. So anyway, yeah, He-Man's father, D tier, whatever. Nami was such a pleasant surprise. Nami, like, for being the only woman in the Straw Hats, I was really worried that she was going to be very flat, and like without character development. Like I was really worried that she was there just to be like the token woman, and she was very much not. I also was worried that they were going to do that thing that they do with women characters sometimes, where they're like the only woman in the group, and so so she's like good at everything. She was like, ooh, hot girl knows how to make maps and steer a ship and lie to people and do all this. She's good at everything, but nobody can save her. And like she was gonna get like captured, and they were like, oh, we have to go get Nami, oh my god, da, 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 da. It felt very like basically I was afraid they were gonna like make her into like Black Widow, because Black Widow is sometimes very cringe in that way, where she's like, oh my god, ugh, leave it to me, boys, men can never do anything right. And then like she like girl bosses, but then goes and like falls down a well or something, and some guy has to go get her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I was really worried that Nami was going to be like that. But she's not. She's actually really well written. She has a lot of like inner character conflict, and the whole thing with her village, I thought that the money she was saving was going to be to buy her own freedom, which is going to be like a really hollow kind of like, and I bought myself back from that man sort of thing. But it was to free the entire village. She was working that long and that hard to buy back the freedom of the village. I think she's really well written. I'm putting her in A tier. And Nami Love. I think she's very good. Okay. So, who's next? Oh, Sanji. So, my feelings about Sanji are really, like, I don't want to say complicated. Sanji... So, I have, like, some context about Sanji from the anime. Like, people have told me things about Sanji from the anime, and they're like, oh, he's like a terrible, horrible pervert, which I have like no context for because I haven't seen the anime. I think that Sanji ended up with a lot more of a complex backstory than I thought he would have. Like the whole thing, because whenever he was like, I want to find the place where the fucking there's like, I want to find the island that the chefs want to go to, and I want to cook and get the spices and the rare fish. I was like, oh, that's like a really flimsy kind of motivation. Like, I guess do what you want to do. The backstory though of like how he ended up becoming a cook, I thought was really good. The whole thing with him like being stranded at sea for all that time, and Zeph like eating his own fucking leg so that Sanji could eat, was wild. And how that kind of reflected back on the fact that like if someone's hungry, Sanji feeds them, like no matter what. That it like really worked its way into like a more like, not to start getting into like big like deep character analyses or anything, but I think his motivations like as far as that are really, they're really good, and his relationship with Zeph is also really interesting, and really nuanced and complex, so I think that's all very good. Live action Sanji I think is fucking amazing. You know, like it's this guy with like this really simple job and this really simple dream, but they come with like from like a really complex place, and he doesn't seem like an overbearing pervert in the live action. he has Riz, but it's like tasteful Riz, like well spoken, well timed, like placeful Riz, placeful, tasteful, well placed Riz. The whole thing. Oh my god, the whole thing. Like in the restaurant of him being like, oh, well, would the madam like this or whatever, like. It's very good. He's very good. So for that reason, I think I would put Sanji in like the A tier, like solidly in the A tier. Sanji has W Riz, for real. I think he's got Riz. If I watch the anime, I'll probably think less of him, but you know, for now, just based off of live action, I think he's good. I'm down with live action Sanji getting A. I guess Sanji's whole character got like a fucking facelift for the anime, like, or not anime, for the live action. I feel like a Sanji live action was just like, I'm sorry, woman. Sanji's actor is crazy. I've seen like clips of him on TikTok. And he's just like, he's very committed to the bit. I respect it. Okay, so next is Shanks, and I'm not gonna go like as feral as I went for Mihawk, but Shanks is so I've seen very little of Shanks. I only know what is in the live action. People that are into the anime have like raked me across the coals, just dragged me to hell and back for liking Shanks. They're like, oh, you have bad taste. I'm like, why? Why is it bad to like Shanks? I just want to know, because I think that he was so important to Luffy and taught Luffy like all of the important life lessons that he's like living by. He was a good dad to Luffy. Okay, he tried. I like Shanks. Okay, I enjoy Shanks. He lost his arm for that boy. Like, come on. I do have a question about Shanks though, and it's like, why does he seem to be like everybody's like estranged boyfriend that got away? Like, why does everybody like loosely know Shanks? I love Shanks. I think they're just judging the live action actor's looks. Why? Why do they judge him for his looks though? That's what I'm not getting. I think he's cute. I think his live action actor is cute. He's just a little guy. He's been around, smiley face. I see. Is he a whore? Is he like a tragic whore that's like trying to be better now that he has like his like pseudo son Luffy? Like, is that what's going on? The trailer did him dirty. I don't know. I think Shanks is cute. I think he's cute. I think he was a good father figure to Luffy. Bro lost his arm trying to keep him safe. I just, listen, I wouldn't put him in S tier because I don't like know him like that. I'd give him like a solid A. Okay. I think Usopp is going to be our first B tier. Because that's how I feel about him. I'm like in the middle, right? Like I don't hate him. And he's like marginally more interesting than these guys. I feel like he's eventually going to hit me with a tragic backstory that like makes me feel bad, because that's usually how comic relief characters work. I haven't gotten there yet. But he's just like, he's a silly little guy who's like a little bit scared and tells like goofy stories. And so I feel like I feel like out of nowhere one day, he's just gonna like get me with like a tragic backstory, and I'm like, all right, fine. Um, I think, yeah. The Usopp actor did such a good job making him incredibly likable. That's true. Because when I first watched when I was first watching it and he like was introduced, I was like, oh my god, this guy's fucking annoying, and I'm like, he's gonna be that guy that just sticks around and makes silly comments, and I hate the fact that he's there, and I wish he would shut up. But no, like I don't hate the fact that he's around. Um, I'm putting him in B right now because I believe in his potential to move up in tiers as I watch. I think he's gonna sneak up on me. I think like right now I'm at a solid B tier, but I feel like possibly he will creep up the line and I'll be like, that is my son. Look at my son. So I'm gonna keep him in B for now. I think he's sitting kind of comfortably at B. So next up we have Zeph. And at first I had no opinions of this guy. I had no opinions whatsoever. And then I watched the episode that had Sanji's backstory and everything that happened afterwards, and I was like, Father of the Year. I love a good father figure that's like a reluctant father figure that's not a great person, that like sets aside the fact that he's not a great person in order to like properly take care of the charge that he did not want. It's very much like Joel in fucking The Last of Us, where it's like, you know, you're not a great guy. You do kind of shitty things. You're a little bit of an asshole, but you did such a damn good job like raising that kid. So like I'm there for it. I'm totally there for it. I'm gonna put him in B with Usopp, just because my feelings are not as strong as with with A and S. But he deserves better than C and D. So I'm gonna put him in a solid B tier. He's good. And you know what? He made Sanji the way that he is. So he deserves some recognition for that. At least in the live action. In the anime, and maybe don't be proud of the way that he made Sanji. I don't know. That's just what I've heard. Is that Sanji is horrible. Okay. And last but not least, the man himself. The greatest swordsman there ever was. Zoro. Here's the thing. I could not watch One Piece if Zoro was not in it. Mostly, like, y'all are gonna be like, obviously he's the main character. But, like, I would miss him if he were gone. However, he's... I don't know. I think he has a compelling backstory, but it's like... It's very, stereotypical, almost. I didn't like live action Zoro all that much compared to the anime. Yeah, I've heard that live action Zoro is a little bit of a stick in the mud compared to anime Zoro. I've heard that anime Zoro is more, I don't want to say goofy. I've heard stupid used. So possibly. um, I think that Zoro, like, I want to see him succeed. I want to see Zoro do well for himself. And I hope he does become the greatest swordsman. However, he's lacking personality for me at the moment. So I'm gonna put him in B tier, but like far to the left. So he's like a B and a half. Like he's almost at A. But right now, I feel like a solid like middle of the road about Zoro. I think Zoro is like an integral part of the Straw Hats, and like they need him. He's talented and important, and also a main character. But like nothing he did had me like, oh my god, Zoro, holy shit, that was so amazing. Like it's just he's just Zoro. He's just Ken. Right now he's just Ken. And I want to see him evolve past that and interest me a little bit more. So there you have it. There you have it. There is my tier list. I don't know if you agree. I don't know if you agree, but that's how I feel. That is the vibe. This is the vibe after season 1. Maybe things will change after the next season, and maybe things will change after I watch the anime, which I will do if I ever get, not if, I'm not going to say if. Luffy would not want me to say if. Luffy would want me to say when I get my memberships. When I get my memberships, I will watch some of the One Piece anime with you guys. For the live action, it's pretty agreeable. It's hard to remove the context of the anime from my brain. That's fair. Maybe I'll watch the anime and then look back at this and be like, oh god. I never said I would watch the full anime. I said I would watch some of the anime. I will watch a little bit of the anime with you guys. When I reach my memberships. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out and doing my One Piece tier list with me. We'll see if it changes anytime in the future. I'm doing a karaoke stream tomorrow, so make sure that you come and hang out for that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good... I hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday. I don't know why I paused. I was going to say something and then I stopped. I was looking at Mihawk and got distracted. Anyway. Have a good night, everybody.